students of class 6. Today in this video I'll be teaching you one of your history chapters, and the name of the chapter is Mesopotamian Civilization, which I have already written down on the board. So let us just know about civilization. What is civilization? So civilization implies settlement in territories, building of cities and towns, development of trade and commerce, evaluation and the capacity for progress. So what is civilization? Civilization means thousands and thousands of years ago, many people started migrating from one place to another place, and they found river banks to be the best place to grow a settlement or to grow territories, or people started living in the people started living along the river banks. So for that purpose they started building up territories, they started building up cities and towns, they developed their trade and commerce, their business, and also they evolved. There was evolution of government orders and other kind of things. So this is how civilization grew up along the river banks, and that is why it is known as river valley civilizations. So civilizations, basically it means when people started living in definite territories, people started making homes for themselves, they started making buildings and cities. So that is called civilizations, and this is how river valley civilization grew up thousands of years ago, because river provided people with a lot of things. River provide people with water and with fertile soil, and with the help of fertile soil and water, people could grow crops. It helped people in plantation of crops and other kind of crops, and also it helped in the supply of drinking water. So for this reason, people thought that river valleys were the most beneficial places for them to build up civilization or to build up settlements, and for that reason people started building up civilization. So there were many kinds of civilizations many years ago. So out of all the civilization, we will read Mesopotamian civilization today, and let me give you the name of other two civilizations, that is Egyptian civilization, which grew at the bank of river Nile, and then there was Indus Valley civilization in Indus Valley, and the Mesopotamian civilization, the oldest and the most enriched civilization, that is Mesopotamian civilization, that was between, or that grew between the river Tigris and Euphrates. So I'll just write it down on the board. So Mesopotamian civilization is the oldest civilization, and this is a Greek word, G-R-E-E-K. Mesopotamia is a Greek word, and what is the meaning of this word? This means land between the rivers. Land between the rivers. So Mesopotamian civilization grew up where? Mesopotamian civilization grew up between river Tigris, Tigris, and river Euphrates, Euphrates. So between these two rivers, Mesopotamian civilization grew up, and this is a Greek word. Mesopotamian is a Greek word, and it is one of the most oldest civilizations, and it is also an enriched one. And all the Middle East countries, at present all the Middle East countries fall under Mesopotamian civilization. So all the Middle East countries. So this was the introduction of what is civilization, what is river valley civilization, and coming to our chapter, which is Mesopotamian civilization. So now let us just proceed with the chapter. Let us see what is there in the chapter. So, take out your book, all of you, and go to the chapter, take out the chapter Mesopotamian Civilization. So as I said, Mesopotamia is a Greek word which means the land between rivers, and Mesopotamia was located between river Tigris and river Euphrates. So other than Mesopotamian civilization, there were many small settlements grew up 5,000 years ago. And what were those settlements? Sumerian civilization. So apart from Mesopotamian civilization, there were many other civilizations also, small civilizations which grew up to be the world's biggest civilization. So that one most important is Sumerian civilizations, which you need to know. I'll just write it down on the board. So after Mesopotamian civilization, world's first civilization that you need to know is world's first civilization. What is the name of the world's first civilization? That is Sumerian civilization. Sumerian, Sumerian civilization. So what is Sumerian civilization, or who are the Sumerians? So the land of the Sumerians was called Sumer. So the people who lived in the land of in the land, those people are called the Sumer. So the land of the Sumerians are called what? Sumer. Sumer. So after this Sumer civilization, there were many other civilizations. So Sumer civilization, it was followed by many other like Babylonian civilization, Assyrian civilization, etc., etc., etc. So the world's first civilization is Sumerian civilization, and after that there were many other civilizations like Assyrian and Babylonian civilization. These are not that important. You just need to know the names of these two civilizations. So today our main important topic is Mesopotamian civilization that grew up between river Tigris and river Euphrates. So when we are studying about a civilization, we need to also study about the life that was led by that civilization. So since we are studying Mesopotamian civilization, we would definitely know the lifestyle, their family, the lifestyle, the culture, the family, religion, etc., which were followed by the Mesopotamian civilization. So let us just start with the society of Mesopotamian civilization. How were the society? So the Mesopotamian society was divided into three classes. If you go through the book, see that Mesopotamian society, the people who lived in Mesopotamia, their society was divided into three classes: upper class, middle class and lower classes. And who were the people who lived in upper class? Upper class people were the kings, the family members of the king, and priests and high officials. So all the high positioned people, all the high rank people belonged to the upper class. Merchants, farmers and artisans belonged to the middle class, and the third class, that is the lowermost class, there belonged the slaves or the servants. And what happened? The upper two classes, that is upper class and middle class, these two classes used to torture the lower classes, that is the slave or the servant people. So Mesopotamian society, it was divided into three classes. Society was divided into three classes. What were those? Upper class, middle class and lower class. Okay, so these were the three classes which were followed by the Mesopotamian society. Upper class had kings, priests, high officials, middle class had farmers, merchants and artisans, and the lower class had the servants, that is the slave. And this class, that is lower class, was tortured by the upper two classes. So today we will read up to this because it's a very big chapter and there are many other things which we would like to know about the Mesopotamian civilization. So as of now, I'll stop over here. So you people will go and read at home what is civilization, what is River Valley civilization, and the characteristics, the society of the Mesopotamian civilization. Okay students, thank you for this class. I'll again meet you in my next video. Thank you all of you.